Hey, welcome to Big Man Mountain. It's your host, Cody Wright, and he's the king of the mountain, king of the castle, and you gotta do everything I say when I say it. Doesn't matter if you're driving and it will result in a death. Your death, anything's death, unless it's like a dog. Watch out for the dog. I'm actually not gonna really tell you what to do. Swerve! There was a dog. If there wasn't, then that was a test. Oh, God, man. I shouldn't be doing a solo podcast because, I got this. I just got to talk about whatever I think of with no one to, I need bumpers. I need, when I go bowling, I don't use bumpers. But I should. I get a lot of strikes in the other person's lane. It's kind of part of the game. You got to think outside the lane. See, I thought outside of the box. Usually people are always talking about thinking outside of boxes. Boom, bowling reference. That's comedy. This is going great. A silly boy fuck man. It's your host, Cody Wright. Fuck Paul, dude. Thought I'd just leave it at that. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Shit. And nothing. Another dead end. Here we are. Like the fourth time I've done this where I just end up in a corner where I'm just like, okay, try not to talk about that you have nothing left to talk about. Boom. Already there. But having a good time. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Cody. Welcome to What Up with Cody. What up, Cody? It's great to be here, man. I saw a snake eating another snake the other day. It's like spaghetti trying to eat spaghetti. This is going good. Moving on, though. Peanut butter. Put it on your testicles? Oh, come on, man. You better not. That's not what peanut butter's for. What else? I'm just looking at stuff. Teapots? Are you gonna scream at me because you're ready? That's fucking nuts. Shut up. Shut up and just let me know politely. I actually have no bad feeling towards teapots. I just put on an act. I'm full of shit, dude. I never really am honest about it. I'm just saying whatever I think I should say within the moment without even considering how I really feel about something. Teapots. I like when they scream. They alert you. And it's kind of cool to do when the teapot's going off, you open your mouth and act like you're the one making the noise. That's awesome. And here I am on a podcast trashing them. Why? Insecurity. Probably. I don't know. Am I a fucking doctor? Yup. If I say so. There's YouTube now, so I could, it's basically like the zone in the Matrix that you can go in and just kind of download whatever you need to know. Boom. I looked up a few surgeries. I could do it if I needed to. I wouldn't be the first choice, but that goes without saying. I haven't had any practice, but I generally, as long as everyone's body's exactly the same, it'd be fine. This is going good. Hookahs. What? I got a hookah here. Who could have thunk that? Bonus points for whoever thunked that. That's the big boy mountain portion where I give you points. Here's the Paul Carson portion. Burn Paul. Fucking Paul, dude. Who lets their parents name them Paul? As a child, why weren't you upfront with your parents about that? I feel like that's probably where a lot of this going and doing comedy comes from. Always looking out for attention because his name's Paul. All right, people. Moving on. Moving right along here. Oh boy. Ripping shots. Knock it off. Whoever's doing it too much, you suck. You're not. You wake up. If you wake up and you're like, oh boy, I'm scared. I'm scared of memories of last night. Then you gotta stop ripping shots. That's all I gotta say. Or rip more at once. It's not good to be in between blackout and and drunk. You might as well just be like, you have to have that look in your eyes. It's like, oh, he's visibly blacked out, so that ain't him, man. That ain't the guy I know. But you should switch to like a different drug. Just change it up. Just do a different drug. Do it the same amount that you're doing alcohol, but it'll be different. And change is good. Neurologically, it's good to always kind of like keep your brain guessing of, certain patterns. You want to keep the good ones. Discard the bad ones. You don't throw those, not even in maybe in the recycling bin. You don't want to get rid of some behavior because that could be good down the line. Or it could be bad. All right. What's math section of the podcast? I'm going to invent something that's not numbers, but it's not letters. I don't know what it's going to be, though. Or what it's going to like. What's its deal? Is it hard to measure something? So I'm going to invent I'll invent a way to measure that. Or articulate something that's not a word or an amount. Everything else is just covered by symbols. All right. I guess someone probably already went through all that. Okay, no inventing stuff for now, I guess. At least in that realm. Man, this is pretty good first episode of Sweet Nothings. This is my podcast. This is what it's about, man. We just come out here every day. We put together a great production so that everyone that goes to work can listen to me talk instead of their own brain talk. And then maybe that's relaxing. Think of this as like one of those calm apps where you can like listen to it to meditate, only instead it's like the opposite of meditation because your brain's a little bit more stressed out. I don't know. Maybe it's less stressed out. I'm not here to tell your brain what to do, but you're listening to this, so I keep talking. Maybe I'll have a conversation with myself. Hey, Cody, man, what's going through your head? Well, I really wish I just, wasn't thinking of what to say. Just had something to say. Yeah, it seems to be the ongoing theme here, don't you think? Yeah, it is. And you know what? Maybe I should just start training birds already. That's Angel Ace. Shout out Angel Ace. He told me to start training birds, and I think he's right. I think I gotta start training birds, man. I just gotta get birding around. If you just get a few birds under the belt, and I think that's gonna change everything. Not sure. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure about it. I'm gonna be a falconeer, but I'm getting a hawk. Start out with a hawk because they're local, and you gotta buy local. He scratches my back, and I'll bleed because he's got claws, and I'll scratch his back, and he'll bite me because he doesn't like. He's a bird. He hates. Don't scratch their backs, you know. But that's the kind of relationship we'll have, and it'll be successful. I got chicken in the oven. That wasn't him. That was me. That was an act out. Oh man, now I got to think of a cartoon chicken. That nothing ruins my appetite than picturing the food as cartoons. That's another lie. Why do I keep doing this to you guys? And to myself. I just gotta be yourself. Be yourself. Okay. So, Flying W, massive success, obviously. Paul Carson was there. Great dude. Shout out Paul Carson. Fucking piece of shit. Got a business card from a physical therapy place. Her name is, I guess I shouldn't just read her business card. It's my business card now. She gave it to me. And they want to do comedy. She said I was great. And she showed up after I went on, but she still liked my set, which is, that's the kind of fans are like blind dedication. So, yeah, if you want to be on this show, you have to somehow hear this podcast and up to this point, and then you got to message me with the code. Just mention it. And then you could be on the show. But you can't be on the show. Not really. I'm just doing podcast gags. I was going to do a gag where I have okay, we'll take a caller. But it's not live, so no one's listening. So that's a crazy thing to do. That's a crazy situation, man. That we're just not going to go down that road. Not this episode, that's for sure. I don't even have itself, it's not the same without a rotisserie phone. A rotary phone. Rotisserie chicken. I got chicken on the brain, man. Sometimes I feel like food's not doing everything it should be doing. I'll eat it and then I'll just be like, I'm not hungry anymore, but aren't you supposed to be shouldn't I feel the chicken more? Shouldn't I be more okay? I don't feel that, when you drink different types of alcohol, you drink rum. It's different than drinking beer. The drunk's different. But is that the same thing when it comes to different types of meat? Am I different type of full, or just something about me is a little altered because I'm eating steak over chicken, and vice versa? Do I got chicken attitude when I'm eating chicken? Obviously, you are what you eat. That type of, that thing. They say that. And I guess if you you're eating a bunch of seafood, you're probably acting a little fishy, or maybe you're playing shark. You're playing pool and you have some shark fin soup, and you're feeling shark like a pool shark. I used to have a recurring nightmare where I'd be at the pool and we'd be in a conga line would form, and the person behind me was a great white shark, and he would be but he was pretending that he wasn't, or not even that he wasn't one. He was just dude, I'm nothing, I'm out of the water, nothing to worry about. But I was nice try, dude. You're not gonna fucking snake me. you fucking shark. Don't become another animal to fool me. And then there was a bowl of popcorn out, and everyone was eating the popcorn. The shark was in charge of the popcorn. I'm like, I don't know. Something's, fishy about this popcorn. And then everyone who ate the popcorn when they went in the pool sunk to the bottom of the pool and couldn't get up. They weren't drowning for whatever reason. But the shark would just go in and just eat them. And I'd be like, dude. He's like, sharks got to eat. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. And then I had this other shark dream where this shark kidnapped me. We were on an island, and the shark got me. I woke up in his house, and my hands were gone. And he had put them, and my feet, my hands and feet were gone. And he had put them in a blender. Like, he gave me a smoothie, and I drank it. And then he told me that I ate my hands and my feet. He was wearing like a suit. He was like a shark in a suit. And he told me that he chopped off my hands and my feet, put it in the smoothie, blended it up, and then made me drink it. So I have a fear of sharks, obviously. But, that one has a happy ending. I actually escaped. I got out. I somehow untied myself. I guess it's hard to tie something up. You got to leave at least the hands or the feet. So when you tie something up, anyone out there thinking about tying anybody up, don't chop off both their hands and their feet, because then there's nothing. There's no, they'll slip right out. So keep that in mind. And that's what happened. I slipped out. Ran away. It felt weird running on just nubs. I was pretty quick for no feet. But the nubs, it hurt to run on. And then I got to the water where I was brought back in a killer whale escort. And that was the end of that dream. And that's probably the end of the dreaming section. Yeah. All right. That's a podcast for now. This has been Big Man Mountain Fuckboy Silly Paul Time Experience. This has been my podcast. I'm stealing yo shit, everybody. I'm stealing everybody's shit, and this is the. Wait, hold on. What am I gonna call it? This is just gonna be a thing that I did. We're not naming it. We're just gonna. Who knows? It's just gonna go, and I guess I'll plug something. At some point in the next year, this is where today is September 1st. I got a show coming up this year, and you got to come to it. It's gonna be good. You'll know. I'll message you. But thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's been terrific, and we hope that the radio station will give us more of their time to let me come in here and just goof around and just, say whatever on the old noggin. But holy shit, I gotta shut the fuck up now. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.